Alright, so like I did last time, I'm going to show you what tools I'm going to use here, because some people, if you're new to working with hand tools, you might not be familiar with the various tools we use. So this is a 14-point tenon saw. It's like a bigger version of a dovetail saw with pistol grip. It's 14 points per inch. This is a Lie-Nielsen. It's a nice one. I like it. So some kind of nice small saw. This happens to be cross-cut teeth, but if you had rip teeth that were small, that would probably be fine also. You know, marking gauges, depth gauges. I think this is a Lie-Nielsen and a Veritas. Good marking gauge. You know, I have 2 or 3 of them. That it's nice to have more than one because you can leave them set at different depths. A pencil, you know what a pencil is. A small square, small layout square. It looks like a little tiny framing square. This one's a Veritas. A mortise chisel, which is a little different than a bevel chisel or some of the other chisels you've used. So it's rectangular in cross section, and it's also pretty heavy. And this is when we're mortising, we actually pound on it. So that's why it's built heavier than a bevel chisel. And because mortises have square corners, it's rectangular in cross section instead of having a bevel. What we clean out mortises with are paring chisels, so that's kind of a long, thin bevel chisel. So I have a 1/4 inch one here and a 1 inch, which is about all you need for paring. These are Sorby's, a perfectly good chisel. This is a Ray Isles, this mortise chisel. It's getting harder to find traditional mortise chisels these days, probably because people don't mortise by hand that. There again, I like these English mallets a lot. They just, I don't know, for some reason I like them. But it can be any kind of mallet. It could be a round mallet, a lignum vitae mallet. It could be, you know, whatever you like. Not a hammer. You don't want a steel hammer to beat on chisels with because you'll ruin the handles. I mean, these are like nice boxwood handles. This looks like some kind of English oak handle on that one. This is a brace-in bit. You can use either a brace-in bit or a hand drill. So they each have a 1/4 inch bit in them because our mortises are 1/4 inch. And so what we'll do is a combination of drilling and chiseling to cut out mortises. So either a 1/4 inch brace-in bit in this case, or a 1/4 inch hand drill. Either is good, and I like both. I use them interchangeably for most things. Also, a good hand drill is getting hard to find now. And also, so this is a Stanley 45. It's a multi-plane, and so the groove that the floating lid had in it is a 1/4 inch thick groove, and so this is a multi-plane, a Stanley 45 multi-plane set to make a 1/4 inch groove in the middle of a board. You could also use a regular wooden molding plane that was just, you know, a single molding cutter. See if I have one here, in case you don't know what it is. This is for a bead, but this is the idea. You know, you could have a single use, single profile molding cutter that was similar to this, would also work fine. And well. Yeah, you should probably have a block plane, and ideally also, you know, a standard block plane like this is. And then also what's nice to have is a plane that is a rabbet block plane. See, the blade comes out all the way to the edges. Nice to have. So this is also a rabbet block plane, you know, or a shoulder plane, you know, one that I've made. If you don't have every one of these tools, you can get by without some of them. If you're in the class, you can borrow back and forth. So don't you know, go crazy if you don't have every tool, because I realize that, you know, I've spent years collecting tools and they're expensive. Good tools are expensive. You know, you'll have, you know, a chest full of hand tools might be worth $10,000. You know, so they last forever. You know, you take care of them, you'll hand them down 3-4 generations. So, you know, a very worthy investment. So. Next video will be, you know, we'll start laying out the mortise and tenon.